everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of 2 videos we got for you today.
But first, an important word from our sponsor.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream!
Oh my god, it's so freaking hot, Alex. Why do we always wear black?
We're dumb.
100 degrees.
It's my 2 favorite boys. How are y'all doing?
Hey, ice cream man. We desperately need some ice cream, man.
Well, I have a treat for you. I have 2 more afternoon delights left.
Oh, yes.
Here you go.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, go out.
No!
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Never let unwanted ball hair ruin your afternoon delight. Guys, go to our landing page right now at manscaped.com/AngryJoeShow, where you'll find your discount of 20% off will be automatically applied at checkout. You're going to want to get your hands on these and try it yourself. The Shears 2.0, the Weed Whacker, or of course, the Lawnmower 3.0.
Thank you so much for clicking the links down below. Thank you to our sponsor, Manscaped. Guys, seriously, check it out. You'll feel good. You'll look good. It's amazing. Click
Smell
the link.
good.
Smell
Father's
good.
Day's coming up.
Oh, that's true. Guys, click those links down below. Support the show and support yourself. So let's get straight to the gaming news. What do we got, Alex?
All right,
Happy
Not
news.
much. I didn't think much happened over the.
It was
last week.
slow. There was a lot of little stories, so we're going to kind of go through these pretty quick and cover as much as we possibly can. So Capcom reports 4th consecutive year of record high profits. They've been killing it with Monster Hunter, with Resident Evil 2 Remake. 3 made some money, but people didn't like it. We didn't like it. And Resident Evil Village is one of the top games released for PlayStation 5, but there's only been, they're like, we're top 3. It's like there's only been 4 games released. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
there's not a
know.
lot.
Like, but Resident Evil Village is doing well. So Capcom's doing very well. And they are.
That's good.
You know, we're
I'm happy for them because, you know, they've been doing good things, right things, you know, here and there, some annoying bullshit, but overall good with the Resident Evil, overall good with the Monster Hunter, so we will see.
And you guys finished
We
the
finished
full.
on Friday.
Yeah, the full game in one sitting. It was a long sitting.
We were up at 4 in the
Oh,
morning.
God.
It was hard. We were loopy by the end of it.
Yeah.
We were getting so mad with the one ball mold we couldn't find.
Oh man, I was watching you guys playing. You guys were giggling at like the silliest
It
shit. It was
was.
just you guys that were tired,
We were
delusional.
gone.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good time. All right.
fun.
Into bad news for Stadia. Stadia's VP and head of product leaves Google.
More bad news for
More
Stadia.
bad news for Stadia. So
It's
just
done.
this has been this is like the face of Stadia, right? If you watch any sort of Stadia stuff in the last couple months, this is the guy getting in front of everyone, going like, "Hey, we
The
have
hype
stuff.
man.
I promise it's."
I don't.
Oh.
The face of Stadia, I thought was that dude with the poofy hair.
Oh, that's
and
for
then
the
other
ads.
guy.
Oh, for the yeah.
And then the other guy looked like Angerbeard. Yeah, that's. But I never even saw a face beyond that.
Yeah,
Those two
so-
guys in the ads.
So John Justice, if you watch any of the product stuff, he was the one on there. And then there was no like send off, no anything we got from Google. We can confirm John is no longer with Google, and we wish him well on his next step.
He didn't even put out a statement. I am going on to check out the things. No, John just left, and they couldn't find him in the building. And when he wasn't in the bathroom, they was like, we can confirm that John is no longer with us.
I hope he took the only Stadia that works. He's like, I'm taking this with me.
He couldn't really use a whole PR speech like whenever they leave. It was like, oh, they're in great hands. Oh, no. Oh, well, they have great future. No,
No,
we can't say that.
they-
You know what? Just fuck it.
Yeah,
Bye.
just leave.
Just bye.
just leave. Yeah.
Bye.
So they aren't doing particularly well over there at Stadia. We will just have to see. Because, again, we still get messages. I don't know.
This is so painful to watch this slowly dying. He's got. I hate you. I hate you. Screaming
So
at
you
the
keep
gaming
shooting
community.
it. You keep shooting it. It won't die.
Yeah.
Ah.
But we still get messages. I don't know if they're trolls or not, but they're like, "No, I use Stadia. It's great." You know, it's
Good.
like, "Oh, you can find
Good.
any of the other
in
services
the 7 cities that it works.
that does it better." All right, we got some news from Ubisoft this week. We're getting a Division game that's completely free. So we're getting a standalone experience. It's going to be called Heartland.
Heartland.
The Heartland, a free-to-play title developed by Red Storm Entertainment. It'll
What
be
are we
coming.
gonna do? We're gonna be shooting rednecks. Didn't they already do that in Far Cry something?
Yes.
The Heartland. I guess the North Koreans come over and take over the American heart because they don't do China anymore because that would piss China off. They're probably not gonna do Russians because that's so tropey. I mean, I wonder what's gonna happen.
Aliens.
Probably just facing each other out in the Heartland.
Aliens. Just Red Dawn. Just make a Red Dawn video game, and
okay.
I'll like it. But
Well,
it probably wouldn't be
that's
free to play.
Russians.
Yeah, well, it's all of them, right? So it's like, but we can't use those anymore. But that'd be great.
I don't know.
They also try to sneak in that there's going to be a mobile game.
If it's you done fucked up. Well, even the first news is bad. So we're like, whoa, a free Division game, cool. Oh, by the way, a mobile game. No, what you have here is you have what? And do it a foot on that side, are you out of your mind? But every fucking company, what is that now? Tell me seriously, what is it? It's Battlefield, it's fucking Call of Duty Mobile, it's Apex,
Diablo.
It's Division, it's Diablo. Like all of our favorite franchises are cashing out, man. They're gonna go over to the mobile area.
It's hard
and
to fucking
change.
resist when you make like $7 million a day.
$million a day, and I just hope. You know what? If this is going to happen, and it's going to happen
It's not
without
slowing down.
our approval, is I hope they're spectacular failures. Because if they're spectacular failures, then companies will move slower over to mobile and maybe develop new, interesting IPs for mobile only that work in the mobile space rather than taking our beloved franchises, butchering them and murdering them and ripping their guts out and then stuffing it with microtransactions and then pushing it out for the masses.
Your puppets for kids.
Every time I open BattleNet, the people don't have phones guy, his face is right there, right? Anytime I open up Diablo, it's like his face is there, and it's like, I hope you fail. Like, I'm sure he's a really nice guy, but it's like, I hope you fail because you worked on a piece of shit that I don't care about, that no one but China wanted. And that in that time you were developing it, you put out Warcraft 3 remastered, and
you fucked it. Yeah,
and you fucked that up. And I'm waiting. I cannot wait for Diablo 2. But are you gonna fuck that one up too? Please don't.
Yeah, and the fact that there's the free-to-play version in the Division, it has to be supported in some way, likely with microtransactions, with paywalls. I mean, we recently played Scavengers that, we weren't sure how the monetization was going to be, but it is free-to-play, and it's got those
for now. There's no
paywalls and
transactions
stuff.
for now.
Go check our
that,
video
though.
out. We released that.
I hate
It's
how
just
they
annoying.
did that.
So, yeah, it's slowly more and more, and I don't like those stories, and we see the train wreck coming.
Yeah. But there's going to be a movie, right? So we're going to get a Netflix movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain, the Division movie. So that should be interesting. I don't know.
I like Jake. He's a good actor.
Tencent. We got Tencent news. Tencent is in talks with U.S. committee to retain Epic and Riot stakes. Now, there's an agency called the CFIUS is investigating whether the data handled by the two studios could constitute a national security risk because it's a Chinese-owned company, and it's not that
By
it's
the
Chinese-owned,
government.
but there's been some information that's gone from this company to the government. And this is way early, but this is something that actually was coming up on some of the gaming news sites. And so the Associated Press picked this up. And so they own so much of so many different companies. They own things you may not know. They own Discord. They own a portion of Discord. Activision Blizzard. They own Riot. They own Epic. They own all of these game development companies, and so many things where so many people are moving data over that. Now, a lot of these companies saying, no, we have their money. They own part of our company, but we send them nothing. They give us complete control to run our video games, and from what it sounds like, it's a really good relationship. Tencent just says, you make a bunch of money, give me some of it, and we don't handle any of the data. But this is just this company, this group is just investigating whether or not any of that data is falling into their hands, and if that data is, where else is it being sent?
I think that's good. You got to at least investigate. I mean, they're a Chinese company. There's been reports that it's happened before, so you might as well thoroughly investigate to make sure that there's nothing else going down. I'm sure China investigates companies that want to do business in the U.S.
Oh, for sure.
Or in China. So.
Yeah, definitely sounds fair. All right, we got gaming news out of Australia. Now, normally the gaming news out of Australia is bad because they don't like foul language and violence, but it doesn't make it doesn't exactly fit the not the violence, but like the foul language culture aspect. But like the Australian government is actually saying that they are trying to make more video games in Australia, so they're going to get a 30% tax relief for Australian gaming companies. They're like, look, Australians love video games. We have a massive video game like market out there.
Yeah.
Make more games here. We're going to give you a huge tax break. Move from all these other places.
And we won't be a dick about it?
No.
But that's
They're
what
still
going to
be a
It's
dick
going
about
to be kind of hard. It's like, oh, well, what's the fine line? We have all these rules, so it's going to be pretty hard to make this game.
Yeah, because you have people in charge that are like, I don't know, Quakers or something. Well,
Quakers moved to
This is
Australia.
Australia, so
Was
it's
that
not
blood?
the U.S. It's it's super traditional religious. Let's just say Amish people, okay? That make it. So no, you can't make the game.
What
But
is
please make the game.
witchcraft?
Please make the game if it makes our economy better. But please don't make the game
Yeah.
the way you make the game. Make the game like, I don't know, make it to where you I don't know. Just make the game. Give me the money.
Yeah, it's like you can't have any murder in it. The game is called Super Murder Dungeon. And
No,
like, no,
can't
can you do
have
that without any of the killing? It's like, no, the game would be 5
No.
minutes long. Do you sell that?
But but you know, there were recent stories that we were covering that they were relaxing on that kind of
A
stuff.
little bit,
yeah, a
but
little
not
bit.
like
Moving in that direction.
no
Well, they
game
realize where the
changers.
money's at, and there's some money in video games, and let people be creative.
Now, this is good for the developers. Now, one of the bad things about the Australian video game market is how much the consumers get taxed. Video games are really expensive out there. The government takes a huge percentage of that. And so there hasn't been there's no relief for consumers. So if you're excited as an Australian gamer, don't be yet, I guess. I mean, you may have more Australian developers. There may be jobs available, but they're still going to rake you over the coals as far as the price of
it's a
video
great
games.
game. $200. Excuse me. Oh wait.
All right.
Yeah, we're already spending fucking PS5 prices, which I still
70.
can't stand, and I haven't done yet. Screw that. Not you know.
All right. The most exciting
That's
thing.
gonna be a problem because
Oh,
we'll be
yeah,
running
it is.
into some games that we need to buy.
The most exciting thing that happened this week is the Epic v Apple
Yeah,
trial.
yeah.
Now, I do actually mean this time. This was such an absurd. I mean, there was witnesses, there was technical difficulties, there were spin-off stories,
Just
there's
need
revelations.
a reoccurring image, Epic v Apple, instead of creating a new one every fucking time. That's it. I'm just gonna create a generic one for the thumbnail.
You should have. All right, to start everything off, there was a call-in line where you could listen to the trial. Now, because the people who are in charge of the call-in line, they didn't know how to mute the calls, you had hundreds of children on the phone.
I want to scan.
Free Fortnite.
This reminds me of a guy in the Zoom meeting. Is I'm
Mama,
here,
get it.
but I'm not a cat.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
I don't know how to change this filter.
Yeah, he had the filter on, yeah.
I'm not a cat.
I'm not. Yes, we understand that, sir, but we need to remove the film.
Yeah, will you please? Yeah. So it was people chanting "Free Fortnite." There were Baba Booies. There was everything, and so it started off really, really great. There was so many things, really good
What do you
gaming things,
expect?
and then there was stuff like Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, didn't know who Tim Sweeney was when Tim Sweeney was emailing him. You know, his fellow billionaire guy who's suing him. He's like, "Who is this guy? Who is this person? Is he like one of the
What?
people we were practicing?" It's like, no, that's the guy suing you. The opening arguments were so absurd. The Apple lawyer trying to paint a picture. What would the world be like without Apple? What we've done is we've created this one.
Easy.
It's like
I live it. I don't
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah.
and
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
they were talking about the walled garden of the Apple market. the Apple said that the most dangerous thing Epic is going to sell the court today is that consumers would be better off if Epic had its way. Nothing could be further from the truth. Epic speculates about a world where Apple is a different company, and asking this court to make a big bet that the world is better than the one we live in. It isn't. The world is better with Apple. It's like, what the heck? You guys are.
They're so full of themselves over there.
Oh,
Their
for
culture
sure.
is really scary.
Oh, yeah.
That was 10 years ago. I don't know what it is now. It's probably even more.
Well, 10 years ago, they were
cultish and
still-
more,
Remember when
crazy.
they were like, "Oh, this is like American-made stuff. It's awesome." They got real quiet, real fast on all
Yeah.
that stuff eventually.
Well, yeah, I just had friends that are like, dude, don't work at an Apple shop because
yeah.
it's fucking weird.
Apple tried to claim that Minecraft and Roblox are not games. They are not video games. They are apps, and there is a distinction between the two. And the judge is like,
That's bullshit.
after a really long explanation, the judge is like, "I don't understand what you're saying. It sounds exactly like a video game."
yeah. You
So-
shut the fuck up,
exactly
Apple.
what
Yeah, he's like, "I'm having a hard time with that. It doesn't make sense to me. Logically, if your kid shows you an app and says, 'My friends are playing this and I want to play,' I mean, they're
It's a
playing
game.
a
They're
game.
playing they're playing a video
Which
game.
is exactly what
Game.
the judge said to this guy. It's like,
It's a game.
"Sir,
You're a fucking moron.
sir, you're an idiot. I'm not allowed to say that you're an idiot. I don't think. Well,
Right.
it's inappropriate
but
for
I'm
me
going to
but you're an idiot.
say it in the most roundabout way.
Yeah,
What you're saying does not make any sense.
yeah. So,
You idiot.
Their defense is,
You idiot.
what if we play dumb? We might have a chance.
attorneys asked witnesses if Stadia
Video games are just surprise apps. Didn't you know that?
surprise fun.
Surprise
Surprise.
apps is what. No,
Yeah.
Apple's gonna borrow some playbooks from E EA.
There was twice during the trial an attorney asked a witness if Stadia had been shut down, and both times the witnesses were like, "We have
I
no,
don't know.
we have no idea." They were
She's like, did you know they have a search bar now?
yeah, they have a search bar. They were not able to confidently say that Stadia still exists. They're like, "It doesn't exist," and they're like, I don't know." So even in court, these are expert witnesses
Making fun of
Stadia.
Google. Why are we talking about Google? Yeah, we'll kick them a few times in our
Yeah.
court case between Epic and Apple.
We learned that Epic made $5.4 billion on just Fortnite in 2018, which is more than the amount of revenue brought in from its entire business in 2018. So Epic made more Fortnite money in 2018 than EA did, period.
Wow. Wow.
That's nuts. Like,
Wow.
that's nuts,
Yeah.
nuts.
Well, it's basically every single kid on Earth,
Yes.
plays this fucking game and gives the money of their parents. And EA really only has, I guess, some the sports gamers and and then the footballers and then a few
That's
kids.
the-
But
They
not
got
all
the
the kids.
Apex
Fortnite
with
has
those
all
packs.
the kids.
Yeah, Fortnite is the real,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
real thing for these kids.
Powerhouse, man.
They had to testify that in 2023 is the first year that Epic expects the Epic Game Store to be able to make a profit. It's lighting money on fire year after year, and it's going to take them a couple years. They think to be able to get to that point.
What year?
2023.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it's been worth it for them. We'll see.
We had testimony from Wolfire CEO David Rosen explaining that when he was going to reduce the price of his game in his own market, Valve said, "We'll just stop selling your game." Again,
Wow.
Epic is comparing Valve to EA,
Right.
saying all these are the, this
Right,
is the kind of antitrust.
this kind of fucked up shit Valve does.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's happening? He's being sued. That Valve's being sued for antitrust for doing this kind of thing, saying that this is what the developers have to put up with on a daily basis, saying like, hey, can I?
Well, that's the
can I
thing
sell
about this course case is they both have fucking points. They're both dirty fucking corporations that
That
only
is
give a
correct.
shit about
Yes.
making fucking money,
That is
and
correct.
they do it well. So they both have dirty laundry. It's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
hard as shit for anybody to be like, yeah.
We got testimony about Sony. The quote is, "Sony's monopoly allows it to charge supra-competitive prices for digital PlayStation games, which are significantly higher than their physical counterparts sold in a competitive retail market and significantly higher than they would be in a competitive retail market for digital games." And this is based on the class action lawsuit filed against Sony for anti-consumer practices.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I don't know if you have it covered, but I think Sony was discovered as the only one charging.
We'll get
for,
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we get evidence that Epic has having to pay people. Epic has Fortnite, right? Fortnite is the most popular game on PlayStation, period. And it
Yeah.
is so insanely popular that Sony did not want to allow anyone to do any sort of crossplay. So Epic has to pay Sony to do crossplay. And that, remember, Rocket League wanted crossplay, so I was like, no. And so, and like, they're like, you aren't big enough. And the only reason they did it for Epic is because they are the biggest game
Yeah.
on their
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
platform. And they said, well, tell you what, if anyone plays on another platform, well, they have this really convoluted way of tracking how much money is owed. But man, fuck Sony
Yeah.
for charging this
Sony's
crossplay
crazy.
thing.
That's
And if you wondered why crossplay has been restricted for so long,
now we know.
we
'Cause
know
Sony's,
exactly
There you
why.
go.
Sony has
'Cause
some
they
ass
want money.
backward, ass backward practices, old school, little too old school.
Tim Sweeney got on the stand and said a bunch of ridiculous shit. He said that Fortnite is not a game. It's not a video game. It's a phenomenon that transcends gaming. It's a metaverse because people log in to do to watch concerts and stuff. Now, he referenced something that's really cool. Snow Crash, which is a really good book. You should read it. But then he was talking about Fortnite, and then it made me sad because it's like the cool thing, and
the
then
fuck?
Fortnite, and I don't know. But it's a
I don't know why
metaverse.
do they have to build up their shit so high, I guess, to get into the judges and jurors' minds that
They're
this is-
narcissistic billionaire egomaniac
True.
fucks that,
That's
are
it right
God.
there. That's it right.
We are
yeah.
the best.
The long-term evolution of Fortnite will be opening up Fortnite as a platform for creators to distribute their work to users, and creators will make the
You
majority
are
of profits.
a piece of shit to me. Why do you even get to judge how good
Oh,
my
I was like, what
game
did I do,
is to
man?
judge?
So you looking at
You
me.
look right
I was
at
like, Jesus Christ.
I am Tim Sweeney / Apple. The world would be a worse place without the Angry Jojo.
So Fortnite actually we also got information from NVIDIA. NVIDIA was called as a witness because they have had issues with Apple. I mean, everyone was on trial this week. So NVIDIA was required to show up and talk about their GeForce or GeForce Now. And they're like, because GeForce wanted to go on the App Store. And Apple said, no, fuck you. We don't want to let you on the App Store for some reason. And so GeForce said, all right, well, we won't do the App Store, but we'll create a browser-based version on Safari that you can just click the browser on your phone and then log into and just bypass all Apple shit. And so they were talking about that. And so if you're one of those people that want to play Fortnite and you have an iOS product, look into GeForce Now.
Yeah.
We like NVIDIA, so that's
Yeah, we like
That's-
NVIDIA. I just damn man.
Xbox. Microsoft got called to the stand. Lori Wright was there, the vice president for gaming. Was asked to give a huge amount of information, and then immediately Apple said that.
Nah, she lying. Fuck her.
Well, no, your testimony doesn't count because you lose money selling your consoles because Apple doesn't know what a loss leader is. Now, it's when you sell something for at cost or maybe lose a little money to make a shitload of money elsewhere, which is what Xbox is.
Yeah.
You buy the console, it doesn't do anything on its own. It does nothing. It does nothing. You buy all of the other stuff, and they make so much money on the other stuff that they're willing to lose a little bit of
Yeah.
money. But they're like,
Apple's like, what?
no, that testimony doesn't count because they don't make any money. It's like, man, fuck you. You're dumb. This is like, this is one of the first things that you learn in economics.
No, it's all fucking legalese.
Oh, I know,
man.
it's a show.
Oh, well, the line right here says that they must make money, so now I'm going to make a big deal about how that product on itself, on its own, doesn't make money, and your expert opinion on this means nothing.
They make so much money.
But in context, I'm an idiot, and I'm trying to lie
I'm
to your
grasping
face.
at
Yes,
straws.
And I'm
exactly.
grasping at straws.
Roblox
and
isn't a
everybody
game.
can see
Minecraft's
me.
not a game.
You know what?
And
Is
Fuck
any
Apple.
stick, huh?
Fuck Apple. I mean, I didn't have a horse in this fucking race, and we were making fun of both sides. But after seeing all their fucking stupid ass arguments, like fuck Apple. Who's next?
All right.
now.
The next thing is Epic Games reportedly offered Sony $200 million for exclusives, saying we want your games to be exclusive on the Epic Games Store for the PC releases. It looks like they were turned down due to concerns over competition with Xbox Game Pass on PC and among some other things. But Epic is really going out, spending lots of money, trying to force you to use their platform. And it makes sense because they showed that graph. And it looks like their sales data, and the most money they ever made in a single period of time outside of Fortnite is when Borderlands 3 came out. Remember, it was an exclusive, and everyone bought it, and so they want to hit those highs. So, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's everything
For now.
For the,
Ding,
the
ding,
trial.
ding, ding.
That's the summary.
Round 17.
It did not. I just want to say that it did not disappoint. We've been
Yeah,
poking
no,
at this
that was
story
good.
for a really long time, waiting for the ridiculousness to
good.
happen, and it was absolutely
starting to
ridiculous.
unravel.
And it's great because these people are so full of
People
shit.
calling in the car. I want to play a Fortnite.
How do you mute? How do you mute?
20 minutes. It took him 20 minutes.
I'm here. I'm not a cat.
Free Fortnite. Free Fortnite.
Well, I have a story. Continuing with Epic. I have good news. Actually, let me rephrase that. I have hopeful news.
Hopeful news.
Dead Island 2 will reportedly be an Epic game exclusive. When it eventually releases.
Maybe.
How's that a good news?
Maybe.
How
I
is that
said
good
hopeful.
news?
I said hopeful.
It's an exclusive to that platform.
So it
that-
was
Well,
released as evidence.
I've been waiting for this game because I love the
Oh,
first
you just
one.
want it to come out.
I wanted
period.
to come out.
Yeah.
I've been waiting
So
for
any
a
news
while.
where it's like, yes, it's going to come out
I
somewhere.
had so much fun with the first one. It's like,
Maybe
so
Epic Games.
maybe they will have it if it eventually comes out.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
been
want it to
stuck
come
in-
out too. I like the
It's,
developers.
yeah.
You know, the ladies that were so nice to us, and hey Joe, you want to play a zombie game? And I was like, no, I don't
This
want to
one-
play a zombie game.
this
And
one, yes.
they're cool with it. They were cool with like being a part of me hating on every zombie game. But honestly, I'm with you, Joe. That Dying Light 2, yeah, or Dead Island 2
Dead Island
rather.
2.
Oh no, oh shit. These two are too similar sounding. Dying Light 2 is what I'm waiting for. Dead Island 2 is what you're looking forward to?
I had tons of fun with that one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with the crafting the different weapons
Yeah,
and
and
stuff
then
like
you'll
that.
lead the
But
zombies to your
shit, I
friends.
thought that
It's like,
game
we
was
need this.
legit canceled. In fact, I actually played that game. When I went to E3,
Oh,
it must
did
have been
you?
a few long time
It's
ago.
been in
just
development
like-
for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
it was like rough as hell, and I just assumed that it was straight up canceled. What does the story say?
So the Dead Island 2 was brought into evidence during the Epic v Apple trial as like an example of an Epic exclusive, and so anytime you put Dead Island in a title anywhere, people are like, this maybe may come out sometime soon. So
Yeah,
I-
there's
hopefully.
no way they.
that one I don't know about. They had a good video of some
The guy running.
The guy,
Did they have
you
like Jack
know,
Black? Was it? No.
No,
It sounded like something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
No, so I forgot that Dead Island 2 existed. I thought you were talking about Dying Light 2.
No,
I'm
I
like,
know
yeah,
that
I
was
want
coming
that
out.
game
Well,
to
that
come
was-
out. Where
yeah.
is it?
We already have
Somebody-
news on that one.
Okay, yes, that we're waiting for it, and it will come out eventually at some point.
when it's ready.
Okay, and now Dead Island 2. These zombie games, Joe,
I know.
they're coming back from the dead. We're coming.
go. Well,
he even
We're coming.
He was telling me about it. He said Dead Space. He's like, Dead Space 2 may be coming out. It's like, it did come out. I played it.
Dead Space
I like that
2.
game. He's like, yeah, Dead Space 2. It's like, no. Dead
Dead
Island.
Island 2. So, God damn it,
Too many
Dying
goddamn
Light
things
2,
said.
Dead Space 2, Dead Island 2.
Dead man.
Too many things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dead Zombies Dead. Dead of the
Cross my
Dead 2.
fingers.
How dead you?
Hopefully it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching our episode. Thank you to Manscaped. You want to go out, grab yourself a pack now. Go to the website. Click the links down below. It supports our show. Consider it for you and yours. Thank you so much for watching. Check out episode 2 next. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.